So tell me a game that you've played in your childhood. One that you got to play a lot as a super little kid, but once you reached like 9 or 10, you lost the ability to play it. But now that you're an adult, you have your own money, and you can try and gain access to it again. This kind of game for me is called Missing Nostalgia. And my missing nostalgia was Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. I played it a lot in the past, but the problem was I had it for GameCube, and my GameCube got busted. It's lucky that more recently we actually went to a store that sells old games, and we actually found a GameCube for a reasonable price. And I didn't even have to get anything else, because I still had Night of 100 Frights in mint condition. In that one video I made a long time ago, how the game only crashed because that was the GameCube making it crash. Well, like most kids, I never played this game to beat it. It just sticked around me. I just was going to places and messing around. I never paid attention to the stories. But when I got this new GameCube, I decided this playthrough will be different. And a full attempt at a playthrough on my own without any help. Here's how it went. I actually made a comic about this game. And I made up an entire extra point of the story. So I'll be going by that. I'll be using those characters to show the pinpoint of the stories. So I arrive at the mansion. Shaggy falls down that hole. I run around getting every snack. Try to get on the chandelier early, but I can't because this is the GameCube version. So I give up and save Holly. Go across the pier, using glitches I've never used before. That was on the pier. You can clip inside some of the barrels to get the snacks from them. The path gets blocked. Shaggy comes in out of nowhere to help. I get the springs like you're supposed to. I continue breaking the game. I actually learned a lot of these glitches because I keep rewatching a Let's Play of the game, but the reason some of them don't work is because the playthrough is done on PS2. I encounter spiky hedges. Shaggy comes out of nowhere to help. I try to get on the roof of the greenhouse for fun, but I can't because this is the GameCube version. Get the helmet legit. I saw this in the PS2 Let's Play, so I tried to get to the knight armor by using glitchy wall collisions. But I can't because this is the GameCube version, so I had to do it by killing the gargoyle. And then, you may remember this in a short I uploaded recently, but this web just refuses to show up in this one specific area. Can you tell a great fear? Seriously, as a kid I didn't know this game was so buggy, and I love buggy games. That's why I don't hate Enter the Dragonfly. And I was barely able to keep my sanity when fighting the Black Knight. The Black Knight is a boss that involves a lot of waiting, a lot of dodging, and a lot of timing. I hate all that. The good thing about that boss is that I did beat him, and I managed to pull off this very funny glitch where even though the gate that opens when you beat him it wasn't open yet, you can actually just use the buggy game to jump over there. It won't affect anything, it's just something fun to do. And I could do it! Continuing on, I saw that there was the tar monster token and up there, but I needed the umbrella for it. Or did I? I used this not very well known cheat. But it's not a glitch that you can just use the conveyor belt to launch you over to the platform you're supposed to use the umbrella to get to. So I did it. But it actually did take a lot of attempts because once I landed on the platform, I had to just not touch my controller or else I'll fall out because the camera betrays me. Well, this is only the first part of my playthrough I did, because at this point my brother started to beg me out of the GameCube. He said I had a death limit of 5. I wasted my last life trying to get the witch monster token. But by that point, I was pretty close to the graveyard. I forward carried on, repeatedly dying at the rising water segment because I wanted snacks. I tried to get on top of that one area in the first room of the graveyard, but I couldn't because this is the GameCube version. So there's actually one skip glitch I tried just for the heck of trying. Hang here, and it was a warp gate glitch. So one of the warp gates in the game is bugged. What does that mean, you may ask? It means you can do this.
It's a warp gate.
Yep, the Doom and Gloom warp gate wasn't supposed to be activated yet, but for some weird reason it was. Now, I don't know how this happened. Did the devs skip the part where it's activated when it in particular is touched and not know it before they release the game? What's going on? Anyway, I did the glitch just to do it, and it did work. Though, in between rooms, there's a Shaggy segment, so I did warp back to a grave plot to continue playing the game normally. Because I'm not a jerk, I'm helping Shaggy. Anyway, for the green ghost requiring a lot more RNG than the Black Knight, unlike the Black Knight, I managed to defeat the green ghost relatively quickly. And though as you'd expect, the shipwreck levels are a pain in the butt, I somehow got through them without throwing a chair across the room. But I knew those levels were gonna frustrate me, so I legitimately took out my phone and turned on some calm music to play, and had it playing while I was doing those levels. I think the music helped. I took out Redbeard without dying, because honestly I think that bosses were very easy. Got through the rest of the game with nearly relative ease. But during the shipwreck levels and beyond that, at this point my mom started to repeatedly tell me to be patient. The GameCube has to forever stay in the living room due to the fact the original GameCube was mom's and she has trust issues. And yeah, I know I am very impatient, but I still managed to pull through, Mom. I get she was trying to help me, but still. I did get enraged when I died during the second phase of the Mastermind boss, which if you didn't know, starts the entire boss all over again. But I pulled through, got lucky on the Mastermind spawning super close to the electricity, pretty close to the electricity while it was on. And I did it. I played through the entire game on my own. But now that I've actually played through the whole game, I have to sadly say it's not as good as child me said it was. But even through then, I still love it, and it's still my childhood. Goodbye.